The art of negotiation in Trump's tariff strategy. By issuing threats, playing golf nonchalantly, and sending ambiguous signals, Donald Trump has, to some extent, achieved his goal of pushing global economies to the negotiation table. The moment Trump held up a board on April 2nd, announcing retaliatory tariffs on 180 of America's trading partners shocked the world and sent global financial markets into a tailspin. The tariff rates listed on the board were unprecedented in the history of global trade, setting high demands as threats and viewing chaos as leverage to maintain control and disorient opponents is a core strategy of Trump's. According to The Economist, the tactic of threatening to negotiate is not new, and Trump has used it repeatedly, from trade to politics. Last week, by placing himself at the center of a global guessing game, President Trump may have bet that the markets would rebound once he gave a pause signal, making critics appear to have overreacted in the days prior. Despite his tariff policy hitting the U.S. and global stock markets like a storm, the American leader remained calm and went golfing. On April 3rd, just one day after the retaliatory tariffs were announced and markets plunged, Trump appeared at Trump National Doral Golf Club, promoting a Saudi-backed golf tournament. The following day, instead of attending a military event, he continued golfing at another course in Florida. The Democratic Party mocked, and the media didn't miss the opportunity to criticize the president's 2 days of golfing. But the White House was ready to add fuel to the fire by issuing a statement that Trump had won the golf match and would advance to the finals. The Economist suggested that perhaps Trump genuinely didn't care about the trillions of dollars in market value that had vanished. Or maybe he simply wanted to play golf and believed that displaying indifference amid chaos would strengthen his position in the upcoming negotiation rounds. For Trump, indifference is a tool, a way to project strength, which he values most, the outlet commented. On one hand, Trump appeared calm. On the other, he released elusive and unpredictable messages. Trump's administration team also continuously issued contradictory statements. Initially, Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick repeatedly claimed that there would be no negotiations, aligning with the stance of trade advisor Peter Navarro. However, later on, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent stated that the decision to delay the tariff hike was the president's strategy from the beginning, not a response to market developments. Even with Trump, what he truly believes in remains a mystery. While he seems serious about the baseline 10% tariff, having previously promised a universal rate of up to 20% during his campaign, his intentions are still unclear. On April 7th, when asked whether the tariffs were fixed or negotiable, he replied, "Both." According to The Economist, the retaliatory tariff policy might have been introduced simply as a negotiation tactic. The White House later stated that the door to new trade negotiations was wide open, although the exact formula for earning tariff reductions remained vague. Trump himself said, "I know what I'm doing." 2 days later, on April 9th, Trump announced a postponement of retaliatory tariffs for countries that did not retaliate except for China. As a result, the chaotic week came to a close with a surge in the stock market. The major indices, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, and S&P 500, posted their best gains in decades. At that point, Trump adopted a more conciliatory tone, saying the decision to delay was written with all my heart. "I think this is a very positive thing for the world and for us. We don't want to hurt countries that don't deserve to be hurt, and all of them want to negotiate," he stated. Commenting on Trump's actions, White House spokeswoman Caroline Leavitt quickly referenced the book The Art of the Deal, which Trump co-authored with journalist Tony Schwartz and first published in 1987. Many in the media have missed the president's art of the deal. "Clearly, they don't see what the president is doing here," Leavitt said. In the book, Trump shares his views on business, negotiation, and the deals he's made. Overall, in some respects, Trump's tactics over the past week proved effective. From over 50 economies expressing interest in negotiations, by the previous weekend, the number had risen to 70 by the time the tariff freeze was announced. The White House projected that many more countries would come knocking in the next 3 months.